Let me see you. See you. Hello, good morning. Good morning, Baba ti délé. Ẹ máa gbọ́ ariwo generator. Ẹ má bínú. I go dey hear generator. Ah. Ìlú mi o. Oh, good afternoon in Ilumi. People in United Kingdom, good morning. Let me just share to my private page. Today is Monday. People at work. Oh, you want to be sure? Oh. I'm sorry. I'll lift it up. Oh, thank you, Josephine. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. How are we? Good morning. Good morning. I want to just share to my page. I know the people in Lagos, Nigeria, are the only ones that can come and watch me. You're an afternoon shift. Oh, good. Everyone based in Europe probably is morning now, but I think in France or so they are the same time with Nigeria, so they will obviously be on the same page with us here. But the people in America, some of them are probably 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 5, it's still early. I miss you, Nelly. I miss all of you. Nigeria are own different now. We can't do it the way we do it in Obodo Ibo. It's different too. I look tired. I came home yesterday very late in the night. Very late. Working from home, using side eye to watch. Okay. Remotely. Okay, that's fine. Okay, thank you for try and share now. You people should try and share. The problem is that now you people don't even share at all. You just listen to our talk and you waka. So I expect you to share. You understand? Try and share now. I'm home. It's noon here in Germany. Yeah, it's Germany is also same time with Nigeria. It's UK, Ireland, and co that are 1 hour behind. Oh, you are up, Louisa. What time is it? What time is it? What time is it, Louisa Romire? Hello, my darling sister. What time is it? Let me ask now. Good morning, everybody. I'm not back, oh. I'm not back to Ireland, oh, Sister Inka. I'm back home. I'm in the house in Iluwa, Ilu, Nigeria. I'm not back to Ireland. That's why I'm in Ile, Nigeria, not Ireland. Okay, good, Josephine. Good. I'm not back home to my home where my children are. Where my husband is, my family is. Try and share. You people are not share. I know people don't even think I'm, they have, my timing is not so everybody don't, but nevertheless, I said it on 6:29 a.m. Okay. Oh, 6:29. It's quite early. You're all welcome. Like we always do now. Like we always do. I'm just waiting for us to be 400 before I start. So you people have to share. That's the thing. You're not sharing. Share. You see, that's a bad one. When you are not sharing, you are not sharing. Since you are not sharing, let me take you trabaye. I will use you people to eat too. I won't go straight to the matter. I will use you people to eat. Shared. Yeah, thank you. Try and share more. It's reducing. Numbers are reducing. Exactly. They are not sharing. That's not good. Una gbọ́dọ̀ to share. Una gbọ́dọ̀ share. You have to share now. Why do you say I shouldn't wait? Be so done. I have to wait. Why do you say I shouldn't wait? I have to wait. Good morning. I'm at home. Tono. Oh, Labi. Oh, Labi, o ma sínú ilé. Ẹ máa gbà wá kẹ̀. I'm waiting for you people to share. See my husband. Look like my My kokoye. Look at my husband. Look at my husband. Look at my sweethearts. That's my husband there. I got in late yesterday night. Oh yeah, kí n lọ wo nǹkan around. Àwọn èèyàn wà nínú bíbá. So there's no way tí mo ṣe máa you know, but I will just go around and see neatness. In terms of neatness, there are most slippers. Olabi mo fẹ́ walk around the whole. Let me just see the neatness. Do you understand? Yeah, what slippers? Let me wear slippers because I have bedroom slippers on. See, bedroom slippers. Lower listen. So I can wear slippers. Aha! Olabi. Olabi. Olabi ti trabalhé o. Kó lè pe dry cleaner. Kó wá kó àwọn aṣọ tí mo wọ̀ dé. Kó wá kó. Kó wá lọ. Kó lè fọ̀. You don't understand the number. Olabi. Olabi not get my time. See Olabi. So good morning.
Morning.
Say good morning.
Morning.
That's my cousin. Wait now. You go wait, Daddy. You give me by his phone. Yeah. Let's go around and say I haven't looked around. Sanu, ṣé malam leleyi? Eléyìí mi ò rí rí. How are you? Good morning. How are you? What's your name? Usman. Mi ò rí eléyìí rí o. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wò round. Máa wò round. Àwọn èèyàn wà inside, so mi ò ní lè wọ anywhere. People are inside. Okay. Everywhere is neat. Okay. Okay. Everywhere is occupied. Everywhere is occupied. I was just walking around to see the inside, the outside, if they maintained it. You understand? Kini yẹn wà. Ṣé táàgì tẹ̀ change lélẹ̀? ẹyọ kúrò lélẹ̀ wáì wo ní sọ́nù ni wáì tí wò ṣe sọ́nù àbí wọ́n fẹ́ lẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ okay. Everywhere is fine. See officers. Well done. Well done, okay? Thank you. Yeah, I can't allow ṣiṣẹ́ tiwa. Everywhere wa occupy. What ṣe dáadáa? What neat? Very more. But kíní kan báyìí mo rí níbẹ̀ yẹn tí ibi ọ̀dọ̀ Megadi yẹn.
Kíní mọ́ọ̀bù yẹn.
Mọ́ọ̀bù yẹn kò yẹ kó wà ńbẹ̀. Kó lọ sọ́nù kí wọ́n ra tuntun kò yẹ because tó bá ti ní issue kò ní kó hang ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ kó máa lò kó sọ́nù kó ra tuntun kó kọ́ sílẹ̀ fáwọn tó management yẹn. Hello, I've gone round. I go post for them. Say I don't come. Mo lọ ṣakọ fún wọn. Hello. How are we? Báwo ló ṣe ń lọ? Fẹ́ gbé sí bíbá kó lè dúró. Kí ni mo lọ tẹ̀ báyìí? Mo ti tẹ̀ nǹkan kan. Yeah, I turned it. Fẹ́ gbé sí bíbá, I think it's better here. Instead of me sitting down on the bed. Is it dark? Is it dark? Ṣé ẹ rí mi ṣá? Is it too dark? That's why I honor ẹ wò pé àsínlé so a kò máa ibi báyìí à ń lo bí báyìí so ó ga o. Hello everybody. Yesterday I came home, you understand? It's not home, you know, this is my hotel, apart hotel that I came money apart hotel, all occupied, you understand? So I just reserved this place for myself. Anytime I just come in, I can just pop in, stay over a bit, relax then. Every room is occupied for now. Every apartment is occupied. Because there's a company that uses us like that. I gave it to agency, so they are the ones handling it. But however, I will always have to oversee it and be sure that I'm happy with how they are handling stuff. Sorry, let me call Olabi because there's this thing I want them to wash. The dry cleaner. One moment, please. Olabi ti go sit down. Ẹ má bínú. Mi ní fẹ́ kó pẹ́ because òjò tún lè lọ rọ̀. Mo ti lọ gbé kíní yẹn kúrò ńbẹ̀ yẹn. Mo ti fọwọ́ tẹ nǹkan kan. Olabi. Olabi ó like gist. Ó ti lọ bá wọn gist. Olabi. Mo ń pè ẹ́ wá. Pé jákínà yẹn, mo fẹ́ kó wá kó àwọn aṣọ tó máa fọ̀.
Ẹ máa pè ẹjọ́ lọ.
Pé sìn. Hello guys. Now we are getting there. Okay, good. We start. So hello everybody, good evening. How are we? Morning, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on your area. You know, we said we are not going to delve too much or delve into Davido and Chioma's matter, you know, with the negativity that, you know, a lot of our bloggers are spreading and, you know, their insensitivity and everything. So I beg to differ. I didn't want to involve myself with that because It's only those that haven't been there that don't understand the loss of a child. It's not funny and it's not a joke. It is deep. It is a big deal. You understand? Àwọn tó ti experience àwa tá ti rírú ẹ̀ tún ní rírú ẹ̀ mọ́ lágbára Jésù. Do you understand? So that was why I decided, to be very careful nípa ọ̀rọ̀ Davido àti. That's why I decided to tread softly on that aspect, because I thought, bloggers were more concerned about the monetary aspect of it. Everybody wants money, everybody love money, but on a sensitive issue like that, we should not be insensitive. So I decided not to go into it. However, a picture and a video of Davido formally coming out the first time after the loss of his darling son was shared on the media, and I could see from bí Davido ṣe rí ẹni tó bá jábí àmọ́ á mọ̀ pé boy yẹn. In fact, there was a place tó ti mu sìgá tó ń fẹ́ sìgá yẹn jáde with ìbínú. No, I can't explain it. Davido ló lè ṣàlàyé fún yín, and I pray God Ọlọ́run ọba, I can, his eyes gone, he has eyeball, but you can tell he's had sleepless night. He's pondered and pondered. I bet he's asked many questions. He can't find answers. I bet. Kò lè yé yín, mi dẹ̀ ní fẹ́ kó yé yín, torí ẹ̀ ní rírú ẹ̀. Ẹni tó experience ẹ̀ kó ṣe nǹkan tó dáa. Over time, Ọlọ́run á bá wa. I pray God will help him. You can't get over it. That's not a curse. But I tell you one thing. You never forget that child. Sometimes you will cry. Sometimes you will be angry. Sometimes you will be agitated. Sometimes you will feel there's somebody somewhere that is maybe will I call it, some people say a guardian, is it guide, angel, guardian angel, guardian angel, I think that's what they call it. Because I remember a lady of, a co-solicitor of mine, a co-counsel, I call her, has experienced the loss of a child, and she sometimes, I think they even think she's gone gaga-goo, because sometimes she's on medication after the loss of that child, and she tends to say that she communicates with the child. So I think they think she's gone mental, you understand? And I tell her, okay, the only way I'm able to do I've never even showed you, is put my own pictures just by my bed, in my drawer there. I have pictures of my child. I don't want it to be far away from me. That's the way I make myself happy. Do you understand? I love it. I feel okay, at least, but even though he's not with me. So I can't imagine how Davido is handling his own situation. I can't see anybody. I can't see you people. I don't know. I can't see you people. You understand? So I can't imagine how he's handling his own. Everybody handles. Some people are still on medication, drug, till tomorrow over this thing. I'm telling you people, the loss of a child. I remember one woman, many people have come to say a woman said she lost 2 of her children. They drowned same day, 8 years old and 11 years old. She wrote it on this platform during Davido's case. One said her child is 20 something. What can we explain to such person? Nothing. Who can help us parowa, I mean, preach to that person. Only God. We have no answer. We have no solution. And that's why, I was very careful not to tread on that issue anyhow, because I have been there and I know the feeling. It's in you can't explain it. You can't communicate it. Only you can understand it. And God. So Chioma, I've just talked about daddy now. Now mom. We heard that mommy, her own she was first and foremost admitted in the hospital. Her father is true, we don't know. But they said she wasn't talking. They said she wasn't talking, which is very normal. It's a state of shock. They need to really help her. I remember when mine took place, my mother, when it went on and on, that I wasn't communicating. I was just blank. My mother said they should send me home. You would think I'm just a box of clothes. My mother told my husband, send her home. And I was sent home. I was in Nigeria for 3 good months with my mom. And families were coming. Everybody was coming. You understand? They would just try and be talking. And at a point, I think my mother told them, don't talk about it again. Just let her be happy. And that was what my mother did. Until she felt good that I was okay. Then she told me to go back to my home. So daddy, that's my husband, was taking care of them. Even though he also was going through, he would cry, But men, people don't really know the pains men go through, because people think that men are, you understand? Men also go through a lot. In fact, their depression is worse. Sometimes it makes them overwork. Sometimes it makes them not okay. They become, how do I explain that in English? They become let me tell them to bring that Wi-Fi here. Hello, Owolabi. This my cousin Owolabi. Let me just take this thing inside with me. Don't sit down. Sorry guys, let me. I had to go and bring the Wi-Fi inside, so that maybe that's what is breaking the distance. Now, so you won't know that the men too, they have their own that they are dealing with, but he was the one handling the kids, because I couldn't handle it. I couldn't. It was too much. And because I was present at that scene, he wasn't around. He had traveled, so he wasn't at the scene. And that's why my first child, I always pity that girl a lot, because she, at the age of 10, saw her younger brother, whom she had carried, crying that night. And I was handling another younger brother because I had my child I gave birth to another one when the one before him was just a year plus. So it was 5 months when I took in of this one that I lost. Do you understand? So he was crying, the little baby was crying and the two were crying. So I was out taking care of Demo, and so Mustafa, was crying. So I said, Koyin, you hold your brother, and I was taking care of him. So after taking care of it, I now took Mustafa from. So the last she saw of him was him crying, wanting to breastfeed. And only for her to wake up in the night, me shouting in the night. So she was the only one that could go and wake. She was the eldest in the house. My husband had traveled. So what am I saying? So that shock affected my little girl. Sometimes she remembers. And when she remembers, she calls me mom. It traumatized her. I'm telling you. for a 10-year-old girl. She saw the brother alive now. She saw the brother when she woke up from sleep, no more alive. Do you know what that means? It's not good. They never forget. We all, nobody that have gone through that never forget for the rest of their life. I'm telling you. Sometimes when the memory comes, it's as if it just happened. It's so fresh. You can narrate it over and over again like it just happened. And it's very painful. In fact, when you see it happen to somebody else, it hurts badly. It's scary. It is scary. It's not a good thing because you know how you feel. You now imagine how those people will feel. So it's scary. Oh, it's scary. You know, to an extent that I began to have this paranoia symptoms that my kids, when they are asleep, I'm always going to check on them. It made me a prayer warrior. Mama, pray. In fact, when I had my baby, the one, when he was sleeping, I thought something had happened. I called ambulance. Only for ambulance to arrive. Koko Chioma mi. I was scared. Like that. Because he was sleeping and the incident took place. So I didn't know. Do you understand what I mean? So it's a scary thing. Those people, everything about them, maybe they are where they live. When we were living then, I needed to move away. I was as if I was what will I call it? It's not only traumatism, I was being haunted. That was how I was feeling. I would hear the cry of my baby, you know, before he slept. And for me to see what happened, I would hear him crying. I would hear him. It was like I was, you know, they said it's imagination. They say it's bereavement. They say it's post-traumatic stress disorder. Many Oyibo they gave. In fact, if not that, God, you know, I was more of a Christian. I'm a Christian, and you know, I believe so much in not taking antidepressant. I was prescribed antidepressant, which I don't blame anybody that takes it. Trust me, if it's that bad, you take it. You take it. If not, it's all going mad. Do you understand? So I could relate. I could understand how Davido and Chioma they are feeling. Do you understand? I could feel it, and that's why I was very careful about putting a joke into that matter. It wasn't a funny thing, and I was very careful about adding lies to it. It wasn't funny at all. It wasn't something I wanted to add lies to. I would joke with, you know, like we normally would be doing analysis and be finding it funny. It wasn't funny. Or funny. It wasn't funny. It's a death issue. So the last time I spoke about them was when I needed to tell, you know, I was saying to people that, no, people should stop. Bloggers, stop. You know, this person killed the child. Oh, this person, you know, even in fact, they were accusing Davido of the one that ritualized that baby. And, you know, why is he showing Chioma so much love? Do you understand? It was so bad the way they were all taking it. To me, that was cloud chasing. You know, to me, that was just trying to make money because they were lying. Do you understand? So, and I felt irritated by it, that we can make money elsewhere. Bloggers can make money elsewhere. We that do analysis can make money elsewhere. Do many things that you can make money with. You don't have to do it with that particular case in that manner. You know, so that was where we ended the matter. I said, okay, please count me out. Let me not go into that matter again until we have a good update about them, that they are recuperating, and hopefully we see good things about them. So I was so glad, sincerely, to see Davido at the barbers. Definitely, he would have missed so many shows he had or something like that to be in preparation to the plans. Do you understand? So I think that's why they are showing us more of them. We're all getting used to it. If not, now you sabi, you know. So we're all getting ready for next year, you know, for their marriage, before Ifeanyi's case came up. So when I saw him, like I said, looking at him, I'm not a psychologist, but at least for a human being that you all know, Davido, you can tell that he's drained. He has exhausted every thought in his brain.
he had nothing left there than to, okay, let me try and move on. Maybe that's why they told him, go and cut your hair, you understand? And so they officially brought him out. He didn't talk. Any of the videos I saw him, he wasn't talking. You know, his eyes were swollen. They gave him a good cut. He wasn't looking good. He looked very tired, obviously, naturally. And the next time we saw him again, he wasn't looking happy. He had smoking. He blew one big, huge smoke out. It goes to show the guy is not sound. He's in pains, severe pains. And my heart was like, how else can we help this guy? Ọlọ́run Ọba, help us heal him. How? I don't know. But God, please be with these people. So I was concerned about Chioma. Where is Chioma? We don't hear anything about Chioma. Yeah? What's happening to Chioma? So only for our blogger that we all, read from, you understand, at least he comes out to give us, he or she, I call him he, GLB, you all are used to that. He came out to say that, holy o, Papa say o, Chioma have decided to leave o, Davido. This is the reason why what she's staying with is no more. So what is she waiting for? What is she going to? What's she still doing with Davido? And I knew it. I said in my chats prior to that time, I said, this matter either breaks them up or fast track their wedding. And it's all dependent on Chioma. This matter, I said, that boy leaving the world, I don't know why God disagreed to it that it happens. Kabiosini, I can't question God. Do you understand? But I said that this matter is either breaking this relationship up, or it will fast track the wedding. What it means is, may God not take one thing from us and replace it with another. We should, no minus should be recorded. Plus. Do you understand what I mean? That God, please forgive me what I want to say. Assuming Ifeanyi is there and they wait, definitely we are sure that we are going to see Ifeanyi as the what are these little bridesmaid and chief bridesman? What do they call the man? The male one. Ifeanyi will be the one to be there. And I think they may use Sophia's daughter. They may, or someone younger, because Ifeanyi is young, so they may use somebody younger. I'm coming to Sophia and Momodu. I'm just trying to just go around and explain some things to you people. So definitely we would have seen it. Ifeanyi will be there to be there. Nobody can take that part. Nobody can even do it better. But only God knows why he didn't allow that boy to be around. Ring bearer, thank you. The ring bearer. And I believe Davido will wear the same suit he's wearing with Ifeanyi. No, they will make it any corner of the world. They will make sure they make it exactly like Davido's son. Ifeanyi and Davido. That is what I can imagine. That is the only thing in my head I could imagine when they announced the wedding. I was like, Ifeanyi, I could see him, But when that incident took place, I said, oh, definitely, as we all can see, may God not take one thing precious from us and replace with it another precious thing. So when GLB said that Chioma said she was going, that there's no reason for her to still be with Davido. At least the boy that's bind them together is no more. What will she still be saying, doing with Davido? I thought of it, and I was also scared because of all these speculations that our bloggers were spreading, unhealthy rumors, lies. Davido is a ritualist. Why was Davido showing Chioma so much love? Oh, Davido should be looked into. Oh, it is Eniola Badmus that killed that is Davido's friend. She has a hand in the death of oh, you understand? So I was beginning to feel, and also Davido's baby mamas were suspected by bloggers. Do you get it? Because until it was ascertained that the boy drowned, there was still speculation. I think the police were the ones that, after the autopsy, you understand, I think they were the ones that said, I think GLB brought it out and said, they said that it's drowning. They were still saying, okay, how did he get to the swimming pool? You know, people had questions, which obviously I bet it that Davido himself and his family and Chioma will definitely have many questions. And they gave we the public the assurance that, okay, 2 people are still in custody in regards to the matter, at least, just so that there will be understanding of who the onus really is on. The onus is definitely on the nanny and probably the chef. You understand? So who allowed and how did it happen? Who was negligent? How you know, understand? They want us to know. In the end, they will find out. Or probably we don't know now. Maybe they've released the 2 people. We can't say. They probably will say their son is no more. Let us leave it to God. I don't know. But however, I said that time that I'm scared that this matter will either lead to a breakup or a fast-track wedding. You understand? So that Chioma, Davido is so, we feel so guilty. Ah, my people, you people will never see such. Lágbára Jésù, ní rírú ẹ̀. Ní rírú ẹ̀. Gbogbo wa pátá báyìí. Tá ó nínú re sáwọn people yẹn. Ní rírú ẹ̀. That we love them. We will never see such a thing. It's not a good thing. Do you understand? You know, Davido will feel so guilty because all this while these people have been on their own. Davido has been doing his Wakajube about for some time. You understand? So you know it's so painful for him that why he's home when they now came in, not more than a month we heard. Then Ifeanyi drowned in the pool. You know he will be so guilty. There's no way, even if it's the worst Casanova we have recorded in history, which we know is not. There are people worse than him. Do you understand? But with all what we know about him, he's indebted for life. He's indebted for life, even though he also is in agony. But the wahala is so much on that boy. I pray for Davido. Chioma equally, I'm going somewhere new, but the wahala is so much on him. Because it's his home. Just when he wants a family, he has said, okay, I've been messing around, I've been doing blah, blah, blah. I've now decided I want to be with Chioma. Do you understand? Then he brought the boy home and the mother, Chioma, and has been carrying Chioma everywhere, flaunting her to the world so that we all can see. You understand? Now, in fact, we also heard that prior to that time, David, from nowhere, there was an explosion. There was something happened to Chioma's room. They said her room burnt. I don't know. That's why I read that more. Because, you know, people can lie. You know, people can lie. So there's also the thought of Amon, Yagbonkan. They are also after Chioma's life. So can we start thinking? Maybe that's what all these prophets they are saying. They are adding their own too. That is Chioma that they want to kill. And Omolomo, the son, Ogbaku, Chiomaku. How far this is true, I can't say. Because we have so many fake prophets. They lie too much. You understand? So we don't know if this thing is true. That, you understand, it's Chioma that this spiritual force they are after. Why they take it as spiritual force, that's where I'm going to. Are you making sense from it? Why they are taking it as spiritual? That's where I'm going to. Now, we then learned that Chioma said she wants to go. She wants to leave Davido. And Davido obviously as a human being, he too is supposed to, you know, the Davido that we know, Omo Alagidi ni. But he felt guilty and indebted. Though yes, there's plans in motion that next year it will take place. But to assure Chioma that no, let them do their worst. They've killed, if it is true they killed Omoyeo, I don't know. Because me, I don't know. Till tomorrow, I don't know what to the life of my child. Some people said they killed him. But meanwhile, I asked God, if you allowed it to happen, you must have your reason. So me, I hold on to God. I don't know about their own. You understand? If it is true that if I was killed. Anyway, the people that killed him, please don't leave the word again. Stay in the word forever. That's my own. That's how I took my own. If it is true they killed my own, I don't know. There's no reason for anybody to kill my child. But if it is true, because natural death, that's what they called it in Ireland after autopsy. They said he died natural cause. What is natural cause? They call it caught death. No explanation. Iku amuwa natural, scientifically. As for me, I took it that iku atodo Ọlọ́run wá, because I'm not an atheist. I believe in God. But scientists will say natural death. You understand? They didn't say it's God death. That's what me I took it to be. No cause for death. It's natural from God for me. So his son is drowning. You know, there's a Yoruba saying, there's one thing they call AD, that they can call the child in the spiritual realm. They will tell him go and jump inside the water. Woman penny offer. You know, like some people will say they were sleeping in the night, then they start shouting, my head, they will be shouting their head, then they will die. Some will say stomach, then they will die. Bam. They said it's offer that they call it fine head. They make and drown. What happened? I'm coming. Please, I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh. Hello, Labi. Ta ló pa generator. Epo tán. Epo ló ló rà láàárọ̀ yìí. Ó ga o. Hey, so mama lo epo 20,000 a day. Hey. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí n gbé báàgì mi kí n kúrò ní Nàìjíríà kẹ́ tó ṣe ra yín léṣe pẹ̀lú epo. Sorry, let me just go to Nigeria matter. Sanwo-Olu, please. Àbí Sanwo-Olu kọ́ ni máa pè ní. Buhari, I don't understand. In Nigeria, you will buy fuel. You fuel won't last. A day, you will off the light. So, Abi, what do they say? When did I come? They are using fuel 20,000 within 24 hours. Within. Kò ì pé 24 hours, say put 20,000 ton. Buhari. Hey. Oh God. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n bọ́ sí the fan. They've gone to get fuel. Ẹ jẹ́ ká bọ́ sí the fan. Electric fan wà. Ìyẹn ń ṣiṣẹ́ lọ. Ẹ jẹ́ increase volume. Ẹ wo bí mo ṣe ń sweat already. Oh, tí mo ná lọ gan, mo ti ń sweat. I don't understand. Okay. Well, let me talk this matter. and come back to Buhari. Maybe I need to chastise. Anyway, Buhari is going soon. There's no need. Let me just talk our matter. Mo ti disabilize gbogbo spirit me. The spirits, they disorganize my spirit. Okay, as I was saying. Now, so they kíní mi ò lè dì mú ṣé mo ẹ jẹ́ n padà sí síìtì mi kí wá gbé fan yẹn súnmọ́ra ẹ jẹ́ n padà sí síìtì mi ó fáànù mi máa ṣiṣẹ́ sorry let me go back to my seat. Yeah, you move closer. So now, where was I? Then the terrible thing is that Davido, on his own side, you know, obviously he can't hear that Chioma wants to leave, and he'll say, okay, go. Possible, they will be begging, even though he also is going through pains. And you know, all these things that all these bloggers, some people came out, they said they are from Igbo land. I know it's not Igbo, it was some Edo bloggers. They were instigating Igbo bloggers to probe, or not use the word probe, to investigate Davido, that they are very sure that Davido used Tifa for ritual. All those things is not helpful. All those things is not helpful. All those things Chioma will be hearing, you know, no matter what, even if she's not hearing, she has siblings or she has Igbo family, as in her family, they are on the media. They will be hearing all kinds of things, and they will be, you know, Teti Obagboyigi, Nukin Baje. What it means is that when you don't hear some things, it doesn't come to memory or to thought. But hearing all those things, it can make even a saint mind think they imagine unbelievable. Because even when they told me then that they killed her, you know, I was beginning to think, enemy can hate one to an extent that they can take one's life or take a child's life, which is what happens in our community, our society. Africans, we hate each other to that extent that we can go voodoo diabolically to eliminate each other. Do you get what I mean? People go to that route to eliminate. That is how wicked we are towards each other. So in most deaths is not natural. They will never accept our own Nigerians. So they will never accept that anyone died a natural death, especially young. They can't accept it. They will always take it that it's not natural and that they killed the person, because we actually do it truly. You understand what I mean? Our black Africans, we have voodoo to kill each other. The witchcraft that Oyibo have, that they are using to fly aeroplane, that they are using to do solar energy, that they are using to do many things intellectual. They are finding the cure of AIDS, HIV, finding the cure of cancer. That's the scientists, their own witches, they go into that. They call them science wizard. Genius. Our own, they use it to enter you. They will fly to, if you are in Lilo Igbo, they will turn the child, their stepchild daughter or son mad. They will make each other, they will turn somebody to barren. You won't be able to give birth. Or they will make sure that all your children, they are useless. They will destroy the life of their each other's children. They use voodoo against each other to an extent that nothing again is natural, when even sometimes some things may be natural. Do you understand? But because of the prominent use of all this voodoo in African community, many people have forgotten that there's also a natural occurrence. No, people don't take it. Any small thing, they will just imagine it and say it is not natural for a child to die. People die naturally, but people don't accept it because of the fact that others don't die naturally. You understand? So the guy, I believe, if it is true, Chioma announced her going back to her parents, you know, so that she can go and stay with her parents. Obviously, they said Davido went begging, and Adeleke's too. They went on their chest. Please, if it is from the way I look at the way they wrote the story, it is believed also by the Adelekes that I think they believe that that boy was killed spiritually. The undertone of that story, they don't take it as natural. I may be wrong. The undertone, as in this Chioma's marriage, is as in, so it pain una so much. You now think the way to get Davido and to hurt him is by taking that boy out of the way. For that reason, that Chioma wey una no wan see, whoever it is, that Chioma in pikin wey una no wan see, that Chioma go marry. I go marry am. She go born all the children wey I wan born for this world. She go born am for me. That's the way I see this response of, I'm going to get married to Chioma ASAP. They said the marriage is going to take place this next week. Abi, when? This very soon. That's the way I saw the undertone of the whole story as the writer, and that is the way I was ministered to from the story. He went begging and said, no, my love for you is not over. My love for you is not over. It is not about Ifeanyi. It is you now. I want you whole in my life. Whoever did that, if they are believing they took the life of Ifeanyi just to scatter Davido's life, just to, and maybe if it is true that they are after Chioma, especially for the fact that an incident was reported that Chioma's womb suddenly got burnt for no reason. Suddenly. What is it, Gono? If it is true that Chioma's womb suddenly got burnt for no just reason. Don't be say person smoke there, put am for bed. They said for no reason. An incident was reported that Chioma's room got, you know, so I think the Adelekes felt threatened with Chioma leaving, and obviously the world is watching. Everybody will be so cross with Davido if he had said, okay, you are not watching me mourn, I'm also in pains, which is true. Why are you saying you are leaving? Do you understand? He would have responded. The Davido that we all know, you know, he would have been so childish. I think his family and his uncle, everybody must have told him, no, Omo yo le pada sile Igbo. This one, we have to marry her. And that's why they hurriedly, if that picture we saw is their hurriedly done, because Chioma doesn't look well in that picture. I don't know if I can find that picture. Did you people see the picture where they hold on, let me, because they look so somehow in that picture, and they were wearing black, except that picture. If that picture we saw, I'm coming, guys. That picture we saw. Picture and my court clerks they are not available. You know, because I know they organized. I didn't think I'm coming. except abi no be this picture. Does it look like Chioma? Of course not. Except maybe na my mind sha. Abi no be this picture, because it is claimed that this is the day they went to pay their dowry, to pay Chioma's dowry, and she was in black. Except our people, they can cut and join. They can cut and join. They can go and bring one picture that Chioma is looking dull and wearing black. So this is the picture we saw, and if you notice, I don't know if you notice that the haircut, even Davido doesn't look good here. Oh, this is old picture. Anyway, hold on, that because my mind, this is the picture that I saw. Okay, this is the engagement night. It's like an old picture. Okay, let's leave it aside. So okay, but maybe because I saw Chioma in black there, so èmi náà bá wọn believe pé, you understand? Now here I take believe she was pregnant then. Okay, no wonder. Okay, no wonder she looked somehow there. Okay, thank you, Kofo. Okay, thank you guys, because I wasn't too sure too. They said it's the day of their engagement initial. She was pregnant of Ifa in there. Okay, it is well. So okay, so this one we didn't see picture then. Abi, agreed? We didn't see picture. It is said that when Chioma declared she was leaving, he then went ahead to go and pay dowry, and they said everything paid. Do you understand the meaning of that? Igbo people's dowry is the most expensive in the whole of Nigeria. You want to marry Igbo person, hell, if they say they have paid the whole dowry, they have paid for maternity leave when they gave birth to Chioma, they have paid for all Chioma's school fees, they have paid all judges, they bought everything. Do you know what it means? Igbo people dowry, it costs, followed by Hausa. Now Yoruba on cheap pass. Now why did they always suffer us for inside marriage? Because even some of us, our parents don't collect that. Like my own, they didn't collect Shingbai. They brought it. My father said, no, take back your dowry. If you don't treat my daughter well, I collect her back. So my father returned the dowry. But Igbo people, hell, they said, go and read that story. Oh. Me, I'm not the writer. Say me, I always see, I come and talk. You too, go and read it. They said, all dowry paid, everything. Everything that they've paid, everything, all bride price. Igbo people dowry, go and find out. In fact, not to degrade Igbo people, I can assure you now as it is, because looking at Chioma, you can see that her parents took good care of her. She went to school, she everything, and even with all that happened, they would have giving them private jets. They have paid all Chioma's dowry. Igbo people dowry cost wey be say, that's why their men take their time before they carry Igbo wife. Igbo wife, you marry her, you die with her. That is, you carry am go. You will buy everything buyable. Hausa follow. Hausa, you buy gold, you buy everything. Igbo, they will judge go. Forget it. Yoruba nothing. Only empty boxes. This box, they will go and buy box. If you have Ghana must go, you use it to marry Yoruba. Sorry, Yoruba people. I know, maybe I'm also Yoruba. Because don't come for me. Don't come and say, what do you mean? It's happened to me. You will only buy beautiful box, no clothes inside the box. The Yoruba people will say, even your mother can put her own clothes to borrow your husband if he not get clothes where he won't put inside. Tell them to open the box when they want to marry your Yoruba. Tell them, you know, Igbo people, they will set, Hausa will buy Ankara, Guinea, everything, gold. Igbo people, they will put George, the one she will wear for the next 1 year. They will put it, all the things she will use to go and do, Mama Komo, Baba Komo, go. They will put Babanla one shot, especially if the man can't get money. They will put Babanla, they will different correct, but better things. Shingban Yoruba, they know they put anything, only empty boxes. That's why our men, they suffer us. Because it's as if they take us, they beg them. Dash, just go. That's the reason now. People don't know. That's the reason. Igbo money. Their men, they work very hard before they say they go and marry any Igbo girl. Who are you? Who you be? Where be say you go come marry Igbo, just carry on with one year empty box. Then you can't get money. Your dowry will be triple the one where be say not to get but get. No, you will never pay dowry go for Igbo land. The children are for the woman. Abi you don't know. This one that Yoruba people, you will give birth. All this one that they've not paid dowry before. For Ifeanyi is for Chioma. Your Igbo people. You have not paid dowry. Whoa, you are just wasting your time with the woman. The children, they are for the woman. Until you pay dowry, before you will be, they can even God forbid if the woman die, you must pay the dowry of the woman before you can bury the woman. You must do marriage before you can. Yoruba people, you don't pay dowry. It doesn't matter, because in the first place you didn't even pay. Tell her no. Do you understand? I'm from Yoruba land, so don't be angry. You understand? You know we know ourselves. When we are saying the truth, let us be sincere with our truth. Do you understand? Let us say the truth, and let Satan begin to be ashamed of himself over our marriage issue. Do you understand? That's why they treat us anyhow. You understand? Yoruba, because the man not spend anything. So if you say you dey go, you not lose. Igbo man, you tell and say you dey go. Igbo woman, if the Igbo man, the first thing he ask for back is his bride price, because he know wetin he spend. He go spend for you, spend for your children, for your mama, your papa. Igbo person marry you, he go, if he get money like them Davido, he go make una. Wetin? Pikin wey fine like Chioma like that, you no go carry am free dey go now. Who you be? So go and look at the story there. They said paid completely, bride price. So I want Davido, then they go drug again. They don't settle matter, and that is, I am happy. That is the good news. I know it's not enough. God knows. Nothing they can do for Chioma now that is enough, because of what she has gone through. And I know that even if Davido is youthful, the love he has for Ifeanyi and all his children, no, let's be sincere. But you know, Ifeanyi's son is just so peculiar, because they are boys. I learned he has another boy in London that he just accepted, but you know, we not see that one. That the one where we see, we talk. They said there's one in London that he didn't take before, but say he don't accept her. Me, I don't know her. I learned, I heard, I don't know if it is true. But if I own, you can tell he's grooming that boy to be like him. We can see a future Davido in that boy. So it's so sad that boy's life was cut short. So all the money where he won't spend, put for Ifeanyi head, as he won't take groom, they don't go take and pay the Chioma family. And I can see from the story we read, they say Chioma's parents, the mother, they said they are taking good care of Davido and Chioma. You know, say, Igbo people know they take dowry, they play. They know that when you pay dowry, you must have love. You can't spend that much money and want to waste it. They know it's a lot of sacrifice for Davido's parents now, they went to take Chioma in preparation of the engagement. Are you making sense? They have gone to take Chioma to their home, they said, not to separate them, because una don dey change the story. Dowry, Igbo person, if they not go allow you marry their pikin, they will never collect the dowry. Why? For what? They won't collect it. For them to collect complete dowry, e don finish. Even the engagement they want to do now is just formality. Mama gbọ́, baba ti gbọ́. That is the one that is basic in the Bible. That is the main thing. Parents' involvement, and they don't pay, they don't settle. Bam, complete. Uchenna Joyce, explain what you mean. Why are you rolling your eyes? Go and ask Google what I mean. And the Igbo people on board, they understand me. Don't come and be rolling eye here, because if you roll any eye we no understand, I go hand you over to the people in the courtroom. What are you? Why are you rolling your eyes? What happened to your eyes that you are rolling your eyes? Who are you here to come and be doing eye rolling for? Okay, somebody said, Uche Kanu said, yeah, it's not all the Igbo collect money as well. It still depends on the parent of the girl. Yes, you are right. If a man did not pay anything or pay 1 naira. Okay, I don't understand how you concluded it. I don't understand how you concluded it, but anyway, I have Igbo friends, and I know what it means to be, to get married to an Igbo person. You understand? So I'm not going to go against I'm not going to go against any Igbo person, because me, I think the best thing is that money, that payment of bride price. It's very important, because if our Yoruba people can also learn that thing, they give them some more, their men, they will be more accountable and be more responsible. Do you understand? Okay, the person is supporting me. Thank you, darling. Sorry. Thank you, my Igbo family. Thank you. You are sorry, no verse. I don't know, because I don't read that. I don't know who she dey talk to. Sorry, eh? You understand? No verse, okay? So I prefer that dowry. God knows. It's better. Because it dey reset men brain. Before you marry a woman, it's good you pay the bride price. Pay it. Anything where they say make you bring her, it makes you think, well, you go work, bring her. You go work, bring her. When you bring it, pay. When you pay, it makes even the woman, they go no say, fine. Some people will say they don't buy you finish. But at the end of the day, most of these men, when they don't buy you gun, they bring you come, they go come mistreat you. Because they don't spend anything. She buy all the money where my papa spend for my head now. Train me, go school, take care of me, do everything for me. I think if you want to marry a woman, why not pay all that money? I think it's okay. For me, it's good. I learned even Igbo people that time, they will even give you the woman to train in school. Send her to school. Most of all these spare part dealers, these Igbo people in our Lagos that time, they will tell us then that they will bring their young wife from Igbo land, pretty young Oyibo like that. They will bring them. They will be the one to send them to school. They will pay their bride price to where their father and their mother send them to. Then they continue from there. They will send them to university. They will take care of them. All the meeting, all the Igbo meeting, you will see Igbo woman. When I was young, I used to say it, that I want to marry Igbo. It's not anything. What do you people think you have in your tribe that I like? It's the way the men take care of their wives. All those Igbo meeting in Lagos State that time, you will see Igbo people. They can do everybody beautiful, because and most of them they go school finish. They know they use and work. Now their men, they go bring all the work. They work for them. I don't know about the ones in Igbo. You understand? But in Nigeria, then Igbo people, their men, they try way. Igbo man, if you ask now then they spoil these Igbo women because they pay too much of bride price. come to Yoruba. If they have opportunity in Yoruba land, they will negotiate. They will want know where how much you want to sell Yeye Kudi. Okay, I will say but that dey fẹ́ gba 500,000. No, mi ò ní o. Màá san 200. They will negotiate. They will bargain you. If possible, they will pay 1 naira. That's why my own, they didn't pay Shingbai. The moment they brought the money, my daddy said, no, I am not selling my child. Now so my mama, now so they look that what? My daddy said they don't collect bride price in his family. So they return the money. Ha! I say, so now they dash me out. That's so they carry me go. So if you are lucky, your husband is a very terrible person, and so they go suffer you upon say they not even pay any bride price. You understand? So it's always better. I like that culture. I wanted to marry Igbo man. I wish, you understand, because of that bride price. I like it and the way they take care of their wife. But you know, God did not write Igbo man for me. Now Yoruba I marry. So I'm just saying, at least I know that Igbo people now they collect money well. So forget it. Let's move ahead. That's not the bone of contention. So now back to our dear ones. So Chioma's bride price was completely paid for. So I know that something landed there. Then they concluded with one thing that made me feel, okay, I think Davido then don't go to settle matters. Because if Davido didn't do the needful, and his family didn't go prostrating, that no, it is a do or die affair. We are not allowing Chioma go back to Igbo land. We are not letting go. This girl, now our Yoruba land, we go marry her, she goes, her breast go sag for there. All her teeth, she go old for our Yoruba land. She will born us Taye Ken. She will born for us Davido Jr. She will born Adeleke Jr. She will born everything for us. If they didn't do that, the world will cry out. The world will cry out. People will vex. In fact, people will now think that, you know, the way everybody looks at Davido as a playboy, you know, it won't be good. It won't be good for their reputation. For many things. Am I making sense? And also, we should also think of it that the love they both displayed lately, I don't know, if not that, but as God they do in thing. Now only God understand them. When they were fighting, this kind of thing don't happen. Or when they were not together, it didn't happen. Why now that everybody, that is why they say, ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run ẹ̀dẹ́ni. It speaks to us in proverb. Do you understand? We all can dissect it. I wish I can. I wish I have the answer. But she as he so pleases, that is Heavenly Father now. That's so they do in thing. And as he so pleasing, and so they bless us. You understand? As he so pleases, now so they even do some things. When we say we go, they ask question. Why, God, why? We don't have the answer. We don't have the answer. So, when I read that, I said, okay, now they said Chioma is back to her parents. Some people now saying, Chioma, they don't come carry Chioma. No, they didn't come and carry Chioma. As in, we have paid Yoruba land now. They paid the bride price completely. It is for normal thing. Chioma no go there with Davido. They will come do engagements now. She has to be with her parents. And they want to do it low-key. So we might not see it. Even the one they did bride price, everything. They said, no, Mopo was on stand. That's why we don't have anything. It was family affair. They said, no, they couldn't even video anything. Nothing. We not see anything. But at least information reach us and trust what we are saying. That place that GLB, you people should know, not they carry story where they say, now, not be true. Unfounded lies. No. I mean, unfounded stories. No. For GLB to say that thing to us, I believe there must be something that happened truly last week that bride price was paid. And for Chioma, True, there must be something again that happened that has made Chioma to go to her parents, or her parents have come to take her. But they ended the story by telling us that the family of Chioma, they are taking good care of Davido and Chioma in preparation of the set date, which it is written there. Go and read it. They are going to do the engagement. Also, that will be low key too, as you can see. Bó ṣe ṣe Ọlọ́run, as it so pleases God. That's how God does this thing. The wedding that, in fact, I believe maybe Rihanna gone, and the husband will come and perform on the day of their wedding. In preparation. Look at it now. That is how God wants it to happen. And you know this, all these pastors, all these prophets that have been coming out with different revolution, different they are lies or truth, you know, fake ones. It's in the Bible. It said, beware of false prophets. Beware of false prophets. In the last days, end time prophet, maybe all those people, they have been coming out that many more, God forbid, bad things will happen towards the enemies of Chioma. Not on Chioma, it will happen to the enemies of Chioma and Davido. That another thing is going to happen to their enemy. Remember that one prophet Samuel, he came out to say it, that Davido should get in touch with him. Maybe that's why they have decided. That's why they have decided to run to keep it low key. Not only that, it is too early. If you really think of it, it must be true that Chioma have declared, I am leaving. It's too early. It's not up to a month that Ifeanyi went to be with the Lord. Do you understand? It must be that Chioma wanted to. She maybe out of frustration decided that she's leaving Davido. And for that reason, they all went on their knees begging Chioma and decided to fast track the wedding, just so that they will keep her. Even if she remains with her parents, they want her to know that she's now a legal wife or wife to Davido. It's sad. It is sad that she had to lose Ifeanyi for this to happen in this way and for things to happen this manner. It is very sad. Now, the baby mama of Davido, I think there's a lot of accusing fingers pointing at her. Not that I think, I see, I read. Let me not say I think. I read. I'm just reading. I'm reading here and there. You understand? Accusing fingers pointing at her. Some are even claiming. Table shaker, you are not well. Who is turning you out? Tanya, who you be? Turn who on? Who is turning who on? Who is your baby? Oni dotty. Turning who on? Rubbish and nonsense. You people will go. You don't see your type of people to go and tell them that they are turning you on. It's people like me turning who on? Oni dotty. Rubbish and nonsense. Omo buruku. Be talking to people anyhow. Who is turning you on? Omo oshi. Silly nuisance. Olórí stockfish. Turning who on? Àwọn èèyàn nǹkan gidi. People are typing. They are making sense. My eye just grabs that rubbish type. They are typing rubbish. No respect. Àwọn ọmọ òṣì. Be on social media, be doing rada. Better go and sit down. Jatty. As I was saying, my people, no vex. I just see one thing, I just vex, you know. The thing just irritates me, just make me nauseous now. Moshi. As I was saying, my people, so to Sophia Momodu, okay, you know, she's the one, I think her daughter is the first child for Davido. If I'm wrong, please, I stand to be corrected, because her matter, you know, was so controversial then. And you know, the good thing is, we know the uncle, she's a niece to Dele Momodu. Looking at that lady, yeah, it is possible that she will be very jealous of the relationship between, because I don't think she intended that, she wished that she and Davido doesn't marry. I think she really wanted to be with Davido. It's Davido that did not want to be with her. But God has written it that there will be a child between them. So I think when a child came up between them, Davido wanted to just, you know, forget her and move on and not even give her face. But I think they cried out. She cried out. And the father, the brother, the uncle being a journalist and a known journalist, you know, Dele Momodu now, the CEO for Ovation, also helped in the matter. I want to think, I'm not too sure, and I may be wrong, I think, you know, Dele Momodu and the uncle, Demola Adeleke, I think they are friends. I think they must have met via that gathering. You understand? I don't think they met, you know, I think they met, you know, as a, you understand, via that gathering. But I noticed this picture that I saw lately. I think she has gone to do bomb too, because I saw curve, like, you know, I'm not sure, but I saw that the shape that I saw wasn't the shape that I knew how it's then. See as if oh not she idi maybe on top of Davido matter. I don't know. All those one could come in. Yeah. But what we saw is that Davido gave it to the uncle, because the uncle wanted to come and maybe use, he thought maybe, you know, being a known person too, he wanted to come and do Davido. Davido just disgrace him, give him, wash him, public. You know, he wanted to, it would have cost Davido, Dele Momodu, he wanted to use his position to try and see if he can bully Davido. But Davido gave him universal embarrassment too. That was when I knew that Davido ń ṣe ẹran rírọ̀ náà, kò ń ṣe ọmọ tó tara ìyá bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. He don't well like that. But because of what happened to him, we can see he looks sober. This he not well. He's a very only lower. He disgraced Dele Momodu because of this Sophia. Now Sophia, after Dele Momodu's intervention, then after I think their uncles, that's Uncle Demola Adeleke, being a friend to Dele Momodu, they tried, maybe they talked to Davido, and Davido must have told them, I don't love this girl. I liked her, or maybe we had sex, we had fun. It was not meant to be for bearing kids. Maybe she saw, though I remember speaking to Uncle Dele Momodu about that issue at one point. It was for another thing I was talking to him about, but I think I was talking to him about something else. Then we spoke, and he said to me that I remember that that his niece also comes from a very rich home. He said it to me. I remember. I said, Sophia, I think it's his sister also that gave birth to the girl. I don't know. I think it's his sister, the older sister or something like that, or the older brother. I don't know. But he said she comes from a very rich home. She's not after Davido them's money. You understand? She's not after Davido them's money and everything like that. I said that Davido just chose to be rude and stuff like that. That he wasn't happy about Davido's rudeness towards him. He was not happy. But they had made Davido apologize. Davido in public also prostrated and begged him. I can't remember the events again, but it was not Davido Gogon that did it. So it was the uncle that made sure that Davido made amends. And then Davido changed. Davido now said, bought Sophia a car, presented her a car, not for her, because of the daughter. One new car then as a birthday gift because of the daughter. He doesn't want them. He knows that child is his. We don't know. Probably even did DNA. I don't know. Probably did DNA. I can't say, because at one point he didn't want to accept the child. He didn't want to take responsibility of the child. Maybe they did DNA. Maybe he requested DNA. Maybe. So from there we saw change of events. When the change of events took place was that he now changed. He now started taking care of that girl's daughter. Please write her name. That's our daughter. I not to know her well like that. Now if I really know, even though Davido really flaunts that girl too. When her own turn, when she was the age of Ifeanyi, he also flaunt her. She enjoyed her time with Davido. If you remember, Davido too used to, but because she's a girl, he can't flow well like Ifeanyi. Ifeanyi a boy, so we could flow well with Ifeanyi. But even when Ifeanyi come in the gathering of all of them, you will see Omo Igbo blood mixed with Yoruba blood. The thing, the combo na wire. The boy will come and be doing his own thing. They talk to. I think his speech is not very clear yet. He's still he had a slow speech. You understand? But his action is more than he don't need speech like that. He needs action. Action pọ̀ fún ọmọ tí wọ́n pè ní Ifeanyi yẹn. He will be greatly missed along. He is action boy like his dad. So Imade, thank you, Imade. Yes, Imade had her own time. If you people remember, Davido showed her off too. Davido showed her off too. You remember, all of us know Imade where. So Ifeanyi coming gone was maybe because it was Ifeanyi's turn to be showed off too. So Imade came, and we all saw that he started taking care of Imade. And after Uncle Dele Momodu and the uncle became so close, even till now they are still very close. Even when Ifeanyi died, I saw Uncle Dele Momodu went to visit the Adele case. He put it on his platform and people were abusing him. People abuse and they said must see video. Why is he videoing? People give am. If there's a journalist they abuse the most on this earth, even me, my body they pepper me sometimes when I see them abusing him on that Instagram. In fact, you will be shocked the way they abuse him. In fact, I've not seen who they abuse past Dele Momodu. I've not seen who they abuse past Dele Momodu. So he went. That's the Davido's uncle-in-law. What did they call? Not in-law. Dele Momodu. Now he went there to go and greet them. So I now saw that the story now saying that they said Sophia have not called Davido. They said Sophia have not called Davido. As at yesterday, when I read it. Meanwhile, Sophia updated three days ago. The way she take operate and say everybody gets in home, waiting they worry them. Because I think she must have been reading, you understand, here and there, accusing figures pointing at her that she's the one that killed Ifeanyi. So my own part where I said, that part for me is not that I believe she's the one that killed Ifeanyi. No. But if it is true, she's yet to call Davido. I've seen her uncle have gone. Maybe just maybe. We don't know if it is true. We don't know if when she said when he started flaunting Chioma, you know, lately the flaunting was overboard gone for some people that don't enjoy them together. Do you understand? Maybe she has started keeping malice with Davido. You understand? And you know, they always say one thing: the thought of your mind. My mother says witchcraft is not those people that fly in the night or do meeting under banana tree. It's your thoughts. When you see somebody now doing so well in life and suddenly the person dies, maybe when during the time of that person alive, you were not happy, you were one of the haters, you are one of the people under fake ID writing bad things about the person, igniting and instigating against that person, talking down on that person, wishing the person to die, wishing, not that you kill the person. They said that if the person dies, the spirits that you have sent out when you were thinking bad towards that person, everybody go just they say, now you kill the person. They said. So where am I going to with this? My analysis is that, you know, maybe all the time that Sophia was seeing Davido and Chioma, and you know, Sophia, we know she really wants to be with Davido, but I think it's Davido that is not doing it. And I believe Davido Timorin, I'm not sure say Davido no go back, go still do Sophia. I'm not sure. I can't trust him. I can't talk about that now. You know, say Davido ní lọ́wọ́. Davido àti Tupac Shako àbí kí lorúkọ Two-Face Shako àbí Two-Face Annie's Two-Face won't need the same, you know, woman matter. You understand? They are very undecisive and very bad when it comes to woman issue. So, because if it is that bone that I see, that shape that I see, if that thing I'm seeing, if it's that BSc that people go and do abroad, if Sophia have done it, I don't think it's for anybody else more than that Davido, because I think that Sophia might never come on for Davido. I'm not sure. Analysis in emotion. You understand? Because the thought when she started seeing them together, maybe because I just thought in my head, why out of all the people were born for Davido, why are people now pointing finger at her as one person that killed Ifeanyi? Why the accusation? I not fit find answer. I don't know why. Do you understand? And I say, maybe during the time of Ifeanyi, you understand, and Chioma, you know, as Chioma they do it, and Ifeanyi, maybe Imade now being, you know, the way Ifeanyi was being flaunted lately, especially his birthday just passed, you know, shortly everything. Maybe the thing was doing Sophia somehow, and she was feeling left out, and her daughter feeling left out. Maybe you know, Simbe oju mi o to, because wetin person knows do, we will not feel the accuser. We only dey think for una wey dey accuse her as the killer and the so I can't dey wonder, say, why out of all the people wey born for Davido? Because we all know in Nigeria, Davido is the only musician that we know that takes care of his children. We know. Old and young, Davido, even as I told you people, I said, if not for all these things, I said, if you want to born for a musician, who born for Davido? Because at least we are assured that you won't come and beg Barbara and be disturbing the society that will come and contribute money for your children's school fees. Or we will be pitying you and be fighting and be calling out Davido's name. Davido's children, the assurance he takes good care of his children. None of them you will see and say, what is this? Like, he not just be sperm donor. He will take care of the baby mama too. At least we know. So I have recommended Davido for a lot of you before that want to born for musician, that if God help you see Davido, it better make you born for Davido. At least, even if you go just be baby mama, but baby mama of a better baby father, where they take care of pikin. You understand? Not be all the useless musician when they know they take care of pikin, but they go donate sperm give you. Then you go come dey carry their pikin. Then we now, you go come dey use their pikin, they disturb us for society. We don't want it. Enough of that. Enough of it. I have recommended Davido before, if you remember. Even though now, please, that recommendation, let it wait. For now, we don't want any stress for Davido. I beg. Now, I don't know what happened that people are now pointing, accusing fingers at Sophia. I'm only thinking, could it be that Sophia and Davido, they're falling out seriously now on a more serious note based on the flaunting of Chioma too much lately? Because if you notice, when Chioma excused herself for some time, Sophia, Imade and Sophia, we start seeing them again. If you notice, Davido said carrying all these children and everything, you understand? So maybe she feels threatened by Chioma, or Chioma, she may be thinking Chioma is not allowing Davido, she normal, you understand? I'm just thinking, you know, look, let's go back to one thing. No, what advice are you giving Mama? What advice are you giving Mama? Is it a question mark? Ask Google. You're asking me, Adefunke, what advice am I giving Mama? Mama call Papa. I said that if you are going to be loose, you decide not to, you don't want to go and marry Surulere. You want to marry a man that is a musician, a celebrity. Go and give birth for Davido. You don't understand what I'm saying. How are you asking me? You are asking me and you are putting Mama. Why are you calling me Mama? Which Mama? Why are you calling me Mama? What happened that you are calling me Mama? What is the reason why you are calling me Mama? Can you define the meaning of Mama? Why are you calling me Mama? I say if you want a baby Papa, since you have decided not to marry Surulere, a musician to one celebrity, it's that Davido is the only one that is good, that takes care of children. So why are you asking me the question again? Why are you putting question mark and you are putting Mama there? What is the reason for this? Your Mama. I don't like that Mama. Why are you putting that Mama? So, as I was saying, Sister one, they forget fine. Sophia again, not fine. Yeah, stop recommending Davido. His legs don't enter. He's married now. No, you are not getting the joke. You people should go and sit down. So you don't understand when somebody is being Oyibo, you know, hey, there's this Oyibo I'm trying to get in my head. It will come. When I'm just being you know, when you are just saying something to what's that Oyibo? You people should tell me. You don't. I'm only trying to tell stupid people that want to give birth for a celebrity to go and meet Davido. There's a word. Oh God, you people are not getting it. If it comes to head, I will say it. People are not getting it. You understand? So, which one be sperm donor again? No, if you are looking for a sperm donor and you at least the person will take care of your child, go and people like Davido, yes, because not only the child, you know, you giving birth, you know, for a celebrity now, you just give birth, you will have a follow-up. I'm just being sarcastic. Thank you, Latif. God bless you. Exactly, that was the word. I'm just being sarcastic. So you don't understand what sarcasm is, Latish. Thank you so much. God bless you. You brought that word, exact word that I wanted. It's sarcasm. Some of you to kuku just be with somebody that will take care of you, be the baby of your father, be the father of your baby. You have husband or something. If you want celebrity, go and give birth to be with a man that will take care of the child. Not that later now they will not come and be calling us. The GLB will not say boss Davido don Itele don give person belle o, this musician don give person belle o, they say oh, they not take care of chick pikin o. All those things, we don't want it. I said Davido is the only musician in Nigeria that has proven that's wrong, in the sense that we've seen so far from Imade down. He takes good care. All of them go, they take care of them, everything, and the baby mamas. So I'm only being sarcastic. So it's not just so that you know, you borrow yourself brain. How many people with Davido sleep with, and you get how many? So anyway, back to Sophia. So Sophia on her own side updated. Now we don't know if it is true, if truly Sophia didn't call Davido, but if it is true, it must be because of Chioma. I don't know, I'm only thinking, because it's only Chioma that we see that has been the rave of the moment for some time now, until this loss. But the uncle, they give the man water where on his page. He's been acting, caring, and showing some, maybe on behalf of Sophia. Maybe Davido has blocked Sophia, because who told you people that she has not called Davido? Did Davido's publicist say it out? The only thing that I can say is that why have they single-handedly picked her out of others? You know, they accused Davido himself of being a ritualist. So our own blogger, Edo bloggers accused him. They said one particular one said he's the one. Igbo one came out and accused Eniola that she worked in conjunction with the nanny. Now, trolls, they are the ones accusing Sophia. Now, because of too many lies in the public, you have to be very careful the one you read, the one you believe, the one you analyze, the one you take in. Yeah, I know definitely that if they give Sophia an opportunity, sorry to say this, if they ask her, I believe she still wants to be with Davido. It was Davido that messed up the relationship. I know. I don't know if that feeling is still there, but I know that she really wants to be with Davido. How it's all messed up is their business. Some of you are saying that Sophia is not beautiful. It's not about beauty like that. Even if you look at Chioma too, Chioma is not as heavenly beautiful too now. She's okay, but you know, with all these things she's done now, it makes her look more robust and everything, which is fine. It's beauty, like we always say here, is in the eye of the beholder. Do you understand? Sophia might not be so beautiful. Look at Pero now. Pero to some people is very ugly, but to Two-Face at one point, to us, to Two-Face, when she did Yash and Bomb, it's a different story. So maybe that's why the girl too, Sophia too, because before Sophia, I know before Nakpelebe, when I can't see her picture, when they are dragging her now that she is one of the people that killed her, killed Define, or you understand, spiritually, because at least we didn't see her there. So I went to look at her picture and I saw shape. I said, when did this one do shape again? Waiting not concern me. Not concern me. You understand? The one way concern us be the matter. We say maybe the action and the updates. You know, on her Instagram, what she updated, she didn't say anything. She didn't empathize with them. I don't think she wrote anything, you know, to talk about it fine. And for me, I think that is bad. It doesn't matter if people will throw you, because if she writes down too, they go say no be you kill her. Maybe she has done it in secret. Maybe she has messaged Chioma. We don't know. But for the public eye, maybe she will put it fine picture on behalf of the sister. Imade will miss the younger brother so much. Maybe. You understand? Just maybe. God forbid that we experience such a thing. If God forbid we experience such a thing, if I am her, I will do it for Imade. I will say, on behalf of Imade, I will write a nice word, and I will share a video of Imade and the brother together. I will do it not for anything, and you will be surprised. Una still go complain, because the same complaint you people had about Eniola when she was quick to come and announce the passing away of Ifeanyi. They said na she first knew, she got the first hand information because she was aware of how Ifeanyi was killed or drowned. You understand? So maybe the girl is also careful for trolls. But I think what my mother said about that thing is about witchcraft is that it's not people that fly, it's your thoughts towards people. So if you are jealous of somebody now during his or her lifetime, when the person dies, they can just pick you as the killer of the person. You'll be because of your thoughts will be flying around, going to minister to people that you were jealous of this person, you once, you wish this person dead. Do you get it? Mm-hmm. You understand? Did the baby mamas write anything regarding her condolences on? Did the other baby mamas write anything regarding their condolences on social media? I don't know. That's a question. I don't know. Do you understand that one? I don't even know the other baby mamas. I think the one that is well known is Imade's mom. You understand? I don't think people really have time for the other baby mamas. I think the one that is well known, and I think the one that is noticeable. Yeah, okay, she never wished the little boy happy birthday. Oh, okay. And so there's no relationship. Okay, yes, they did. Did the other baby mamas write anything regarding their okay? Some people say yes, they did check their Instagram. Okay, the people that know, I don't know the other ones. It's only her that I know. Okay, you see now, you see why I'm saying it, why I think people are making us understand what is happening. I think other baby mamas wrote, only her. Do you understand? Only her did not. And somebody asked a good question, did she wish the child happy birthday? No. So I think it's her that is clearly showing that I'm keeping malice with Chioma, or I'm not in good relationship with Chioma and maybe Davido. So maybe that's why the cuckoo said that she's the one that killed the child. Okay, maybe that's why maybe that is why she's been accused. Sophia has been careful with trolls, because she has never, you said ever, never posted the boy when he is alive. How will she post him after? Okay, now we have heard that, but that's what I'm saying. That means she's never been in good terms with them. That's what it means. So she's never been in good terms with them. Yeah, please let the innocent boy rest. Enough, please. Who is this person saying let the innocent? Yinka Bangbose Dipeolu. What do you mean by let the innocent boy rest? Please get out of here. Get out of here. What do you mean by the innocent boy rest? Are you talking to me? What do you mean by innocent boy rest? Does it look like are we talking about the boy? What are you talking about? That's how you people be going up and down and be doing rubbish. You better go away from here if you don't want me to give it to you. What are you talking about? Are we talking about the boy? Is the boy the bone of contention? We are talking about Sophia. You must be told, Mama, as soon as she alone with that. Your brain is upside down. Yinka, your brain over upside down. If you don't know what to say on the media, just go and rest. You go and rest. So I think because, like people said, I think because of the